You're right.
Something gotta go wrong.
Now it's just completely gone. I was like, all right.
Have your music.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without
Woo! The wheels do indeed keep turning. Good morning, beautiful people. I'm Babz Rawls-Ivy. Welcome to LoveBabz, LoveTalk Thursday. Today I have my dear friend and glam captain, Karaine Holmes of Harris K Salon. And so she's on today because her salon that sits right there in the Munson Triangle is about to reopen, as is a lot of salons and barbershops and other kinds of businesses in the state of Connecticut, and I think in other states too. People are struggling with when to open, how to open, who to open, and so Connecticut has decided that hair salons and barbershops and restaurants, to some certain degree, will open. We're business. So Kay is here to talk to us about that. How's that going, Kay? How do you feel? How have you been, actually?
I've been good. I have reservations. Yeah, I mean, it's human. I'm nervous. I'm scared. But I think I'm prepared to reopen. Yeah, I'm ready. I've gotten things that I needed to put in place, and so I am ready to reopen.
So before you reopen, like when you were shut down, you still managed to stay connected to your client base and to your community. You know, you were doing things, you were hosting virtual gatherings and talking to your clients and offering tips and all these other kinds of things. Like you were still working, but not working.
Right. I was stressing all of y'all. I was bothering y'all like, we need to meet. And because I needed that, right? Because that's part of that whole thing about that whole salon experience. I needed to be able to connect with my clients. And I'm quite certain a lot of my clients wanted to also connect, not only to me, but to the other people, you know, because we locked in, right?
Well, that's the joy. And if anybody doesn't know anything about, salons, specifically Black salon, Black hair care salons, is that they're not just where you go get your hair done or your nails done. It really is where you get your mental health check-in.
For real. And part of the guidelines that they have now is that they're saying that we need to limit our conversations.
What do you mean? So the hair salon is going to become the library?
Basically, it's gonna be a total different experience. I think it's Babz, I don't even know what they were thinking when they came up with that. But I mean, I do understand that we are only going to be able to do one customer at a time, right? And but when they included to keep the conversations to a limit, I was like,
because they don't want the spray of germs. So you have to wear your mask.
Because you're going to have on your mask anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I saw that, I was like, wow, that's going to really change how we do things.
Yeah, because the salon is where you do your best talking.
Girl. Therapy.
At least where I sit, that's where I do my best conversing.
because Babz, if you think about it, right? people have been locked away, and they have been doing a lot of Zooming, and they have been working and become teachers and principals and lunch aides and all of those things, right?
And wardens.
Yeah. So now is a time that they can actually just be for themselves, right? But then how? If we're limiting but we do know that the conversations are going to be limited based on timing, right? So we do know that, right? Because you now have to work like strategically. This service should take me this amount of time before I can get to the next client. So the days of us leisurely like drinking a cup of coffee and yeah, girl, and all of that's out until we understand the rhythm, because we have to get back into a rhythm of some sorts. You know, so but yeah, that's one of the things. So it's going to be a different experience. And we have to realize that we can't do business as we used to. Because one of the things, so now everybody has to make their appointments online.
Which you were already doing.
Yeah, so nobody gonna be texting me and talk, okay.
Oh, you know, I might though.
So like, hey, I have this meeting, or I have a flight to catch, or I won't be able to accommodate you because right now, but just by looking at my book, I can only do like maybe 3 to 4 customers a day.
Wow.
Right. Just looking at my book. And then we have we're scheduling half an hour cleaning in between. And and in the midst of that half an hour cleaning, I have to put in some time to breathe because I'll be wearing that mask.
Well, yeah. And to have a cup of coffee or something. So other salon people, because I've been following this because of you, other salons are feeling like they don't want to open, like they feel like it's too soon. Like they feel very much afraid and rushed.
Right.
I mean, do you have any of that kind of anxiety?
I guess because I'm a solo stylist, I'm the only one in the space. I have total control of my space. And I totally respect other stylists who works in salons with multiple people. Because if you're in a salon with 5 stylists and then now 5 customers, and then you have to practice that 6 feet separation, and you gotta, it becomes more complicated. There's more people in there. So I do understand their fears.
So, do they give you a time frame about how long this could go on? Do they say we're gonna allow you all to do this for 90 days or 6 months or?
Girl, if you read some of them guidelines that them people put up, girl, they even put up that we should stagger our shampoo bowls, and I'm like, how you gonna stagger a shampoo bowl? That's plumbing. Like, it's not just moving the bowl, it's moving a whole system. I mean, there's some things that we have control over, but there's some things we have no control over. Because if you had 1,500 square foot, that's all you had. And normally you place it in a way to maximize your space. So now people are looking into a lot of other things that's required. The contactless stuff, such as they want, it's suggested, right? So that people don't turn on faucets. So it's that automatic water. That's
really,
girl. And contactless, the paper towels, the hand sanitizer, all of those things, but those are on back order. So there's a lot of stuff that the PPEs that we need for the salon is on back order. Customers have to wear masks. Stylists have to wear masks. They got to get their temperature checked prior to coming into the salon. So we have a whole policy where that is concerned about how a customer is going to enter the salon and how they're going to be serviced. Now we have to change our outer garments between every client.
Really?
Right.
Wow. It's like a hospital.
Girl. So I decided.
Am I getting my gallbladder out or I'm getting my hair done?
Girl, wait, that's not even the kicker. We also have to wear head covering.
Oh.
So
like what? Like you could
They
like
did
tie
not.
up your
They
hair?
did not specify.
Okay. So you could go African wrap,
You
Caribbean
can,
wrap.
I don't know, but because it's so open, we may be able to do
I mean, that's
whatever.
a head covering.
It's a head covering, right? So for someone of my age and a hot flash and all of that, um, the less I wear is much better for me, especially when I'm working. So now I'm doing. So I decided I was going to go the scrubs route, right? So I'd have to have 4 to 5 different changes for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Which and then
So you have to change after every customer? Is that
after
what
every
you're
customer.
saying?
So after
Okay.
every customer, you gotta change. So my goal is finish the customer, sanitize, change before the next customer comes in,
Okay.
and then the constant washing. Again, I'm at a different. I have a washer and dryer in my basement. Not everybody has that. So that also increases the constant washing. A lot of things increase. It's so cost wise. A lot of things that also stylists are worried about is the cost going
Yeah.
in, considering that we haven't worked for 2 months and not everybody got funding. So where are you going to find this money to do what you need to do to reopen? Now, if you own a salon and you have workers, employees, not booth renters, because we got to differentiate the two, right? So if you have stylist that works for you, you have to provide all their PPEs.
Okay. Okay. And a booth worker is somebody who rents a booth in your salon with their own clients.
Correct.
They're just renting space.
They're 1099s.
Okay.
They're responsible. Well, they should be responsible for their own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So at least the salon owner won't have that. That salon owner won't have that additional expense of providing for that.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, there's a lot of it's a lot of changes. But so here's one of the things that happened, Babz. So when we had the shutdown, and after we thought the shutdown would have just been a month. So a lot of us was like, okay, we can manage for a month. But then when it started we started panicking, like, what are we supposed to do? Like, because never before has so many industry been told that you are non-essential.
Mm-hmm.
Because we as stylists always thought we were essential.
Everybody thinks they're essential.
Everybody thinks that, but we stylists, we thought we were really essential because you look good, you feel good.
As I watch television in these daytime programs, and they are without their stylists and hairdressers and makeup artists and clothing stylists, essential is necessary.
Right. But then we had to realize that we're going back to something that is new.
Mm-hmm.
And, fun and joke aside, we have to go with the change and we have to adapt, because what we once knew as the salon experience, that's not what it is now.
Okay. I mean, do you see this as do you see this as an opportunity to create something new? Does it feel like uncharted territories? Do you feel, are you excited that maybe something else could grow out of this? I don't know.
I think so. I think it's how you look at it, right? And I look at it as a position to pivot, to realize that we are licensed cosmetologists, right? We choose to just do hair. So this moment and that's just one aspect of it, right? So it's the study of hair, skin, and nails, cosmetology, What this taught us is that we don't just have to be one. For me, and I was lucky to tap in with my salon coach, because we all need a coach, right? So I Carla Jones has been a salon coach for a lot of us in the industry. for years, and she started COVIDcation like right away. Like, okay, guys, this is what you're going to need to do. Like, how are you going to control the things that you can control? The things that you can't control ain't got nothing to do with you. But what is it that you can control in terms of just you and your business? So for the time that we were there, we were really and truly working on our business. Like, you know, I went and I did a facelift for the salon, because when I walked in there, I just saw, when we start up again, I don't want to walk into pre-COVID. I want something brighter.
So what you did is you walked into your salon and you're like, you know what? I'm going to give this a makeover.
Yeah.
I'm going to paint some different color. I'm going to rearrange furniture. I'm going to put some new things in so that it feels like almost like a new beginning.
Yes.
Okay. Did you know that feeling immediately? Like when you first walked in, Kay, did you knew you were going to do this, or
no,
did you
Babz,
like?
I walked in first time crying.
Okay.
Like literally bawling, like tears.
Uh-huh.
But then as we went through our coaching, and she's like, okay, I'm giving you enough time to vent. Okay, pick yourselves up now. Wipe them tears. What can you do? What do you want to do? How are you going to pivot? This is a moment of resetting, restart, you know. So let's start doing that. And so we started working on our business. So we actually had the business plan of how to open, you know, so there's classes that we needed to take. So we all did the sanitation, you know, like Barbicide came out with their sanitation. There's 3 different sanitation classes you can take online. One from Milady, one from Barbicide, and there's another one from Beauty Industry, something. We could take those. There's classes that we wanted to have done but didn't have the time to do that. Anything that you needed to have done that you didn't have the time while you were behind the chair, now is the time to do it. Make use of your time. What about the customer's experience? What is it that you think you could have done better for your customers? Work on that. How are you going to take care of you during this process? Work on that. And so those are some of the things that we were doing with her, you know, as we got ready. So she created for us a salon waiver. So all the customers coming in has to respond to, you know, you have a cough, the normal questions, right? And the temperature checks, and just that whole communication with our customers, and just being honest and upfront. And another thing too, Babz, is not just us checking our customers' temperature, is us taking our own temperature. So when our customers come in, they, you know, they see that we're doing.
Wow. I think, you know, this coach thing seems like a very good idea, so that you don't feel like you are swimming out there in the big old ocean by yourself. Like you have somebody who can calm the waters a bit and get you to focus and pivot on things that are important, so that you're not like, because you could have just sat in your salon and kept crying.
Girl, and you know I don't have a problem doing that. but yeah. So we've been working on our salon and basically our lives.
Okay.
You know. So yeah.
Okay. So the client is going to get a different kind of salon experience.
It's gonna, yeah.
You know, which may not be a bad thing. You know, maybe a little peace and quiet is what people need. You know,
at this time.
You know, sort of like a spa. You know, because when you go have a massage at the spa, you have to be quiet anyway, right? Like,
yeah.
Although I'm going to miss running in there when I feel like it.
No, y'all can't run in. You remember how I used to keep my doors locked, and y'all be like, "Well, you have your door." Girl, the door locked. Y'all can't come in. But I did make a nice little seating outside for y'all.
Oh, see, that's nice. I was thinking about that. I was like, well, what when I need my little fix, can I come sit outside?
Yeah, so I did, because you know we have that little nook.
Yes.
I got a table and a chair, and because it's still gonna be warm, I'm gonna put some plants out there so that, you know, it creates another experience.
And
It's
people
not
can
just,
wait if they get there a few
yeah,
minutes
because
too
I,
early.
as much as how I understand your customers sitting in the car and calling you, I want my clients to have options.
Yeah.
You know,
Because you have a glass door. So I could come and sit in that little vestibule and you'll see me. Be like, okay, Babz is waiting.
Yeah. Y'all don't have to text me because I see you.
I'm just bang on the glass. Bang on the glass. So because I know Mr. Omar, who was your student, and has gone on to be quite successful.
Yes.
Mr. Omar Sangster over there at
Sangster's
Barber over on Dixwell Avenue, who cuts my hair. Cuts my hair periodically. Who was cutting my hair periodically. I've watched him post too. He's been engaging his client base.
Yes, because we're the same class, girl. We got the same coach.
Okay,
wherever I go, Omar goes.
Because I don't think I see any other salons sort of reaching out the way that you all have been reaching out, and I've been paying attention.
Well, some clients, some stylists may do other means. They may not be. They may not be as open as we are, but most of our customers are very vocal, so we have to take it to where they are. You know, so there's stylists, there's salons that are doing things, but you know.
So you've been hosting these online kind of conversations, like gathering your clients and having them come and just hang out for a couple of hours virtually. I think I've come to one or two, and they've been really enjoyable because you don't realize how much you miss people that you only see at the salon.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I know who they are in the streets, but because our lives don't intersect that way, the only way I see them is at the salon. So stepping into these virtual spaces with you and them was really, really nice.
Yeah, it was. And I don't know if you saw the thing in the state of Connecticut when they say we couldn't have blow dry. When we couldn't blow dry. So when the customers got a hold of that, my phone started ringing. And I was like, we ain't gonna do this. So I sent out, okay, we're gonna meet at 5:30 today. We're gonna discuss this blow dry thing in a group. And so we did. And they actually loved that because now they were like coming up with, they came up with options. Like, okay, so we can't blow dry. These are some of the things that I'm willing to do for my hair, including leaving the salon with their hair wet. And I was like, no. We But the fact that they are able to make a decision or they're able to have input in how we do things as a business, to me, I think that was powerful.
Yeah, I think that's pretty powerful too. I mean, that says a lot about your clientele who are invested in your success. They don't want to go. First of all, they don't want to go anywhere to get their hair done, but they truly just want to see you succeed. And whatever way they can do that, I think they are committed to. I already know that you've already put in, before this even came up, you already had an air cleaner in the salon. Yeah. Right, an air purifier.
Air purifier.
You've already
I'm extra.
Yeah, I mean, you've already started, even before all of this, you were taking steps to sort of, you already kept a clean salon, number one. So, I mean, even with the water that you use in your salon, that little filtered.
Yeah, filtered water to wash y'all hair.
Yes. You've already, you opened your doors with that already in place. So,
yeah. So it really wasn't a big leap for me in terms of some of the policies that was put in place, with the exception of the mask, the face shield, and now the head covering. And we do clean between customers, but now they want a full cleaning, breaking down. So you have to have multiple of stuff. You got, because you don't. Whereas before you could do a slight cleaning. Now you have to do thorough cleaning between customers. And I think that's the difference. I also bought new air filters for the air conditioning. right?
Isn't it a landlord issue though? Shouldn't the landlord do that?
No, girl,
No.
my landlord is saying, so when you say I'm gonna get my check, no. When I signed that lease, girl, I'm responsible for all heating and cooling.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. Okay.
Commercial real estate.
Okay.
So I'm responsible for that, the upkeep and all of that. So I went and I got new air filters. I got a steam machine. So
you can clean.
Yeah. So we can clean. And Omar has one too. Yeah, because Omar, what you getting? Kay, what you getting? Like that kind of thing. We are also putting in a I don't know if you've seen it, those light box that you clean off the cell phones and the keys.
Yes.
I got one of those too.
Oh, wait, I have to come over there and get my phone clean.
I'm just saying, because I just want my customers to know that I've taken all necessary precautions.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I want, because it's everybody's so fearful at this time that if they can if the salons do what they're supposed to do, the salons and barbershops following the guidelines, we're going to be the cleanest place ever for people. Mm-hmm. Because at least at a restaurant, you have to take the mask off to eat. At the salon, you don't, because you ain't eating. Because we got rid of. So don't come up in there with a coffee, because you can't do that. Right? You can't. Yeah. You can't do none of those things. So we got rid of all the, like my little snack counter. That's gone, because y'all can't take your mask.
Oh.
Yes.
No, not the snack counter.
Down. Got rid of all. So now, Babz, I can't have no more in a city newspaper, because in no newspapers, no magazines.
In a salon?
Yes, honey. And for me, because most of my customers' information is online anyway, I don't even have to accept money anymore, because now your credit card is on file. You won't pay me that way. So we don't have to exchange. So we're cutting down contacting. The only time we're going to contact is when I'm doing your hair.
So, Kay, is there a statewide body that you all talk to? Is there a consortium of hairdressers and barbers that y'all meet? Is there, a membership group or something? Like, how do you all converse with each other? And how does the state know how to come up with these guidelines? Are y'all part of the discussion? Are you in the discussion?
No, we're not a part of the conversation. We do not have a organization. And one of the things that the state did was, if you look on the economic website, I posted it on our Facebook page today. It also says that workers, they have the whole whistleblower thing for workers on there. So that if the salons aren't doing what they're supposed to do, they can call the state onto the owner.
Wow. Really?
So, yes. And I'm like, and I think that would be the same thing for the clients as well. Because you will think about it. The state never mandated the salons. Mm-hmm. Once in a while, you'll get because it was pushed down to the cities, right? The health departments. The health departments are doing the restaurants and I guess other establishments, right? But they never really check the salons as much. During the summer, when they get some interns, you'll see the Department of Public Health coming through and checking. And but now I think it's going to be left up to the customers. If customers walking into an establishment and don't feel safe, mm-hmm. they are the ones that's going to start mandating us. They're the one that's going to start being the eyes and ears, I think, because the state doesn't have the manpower to do that. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a very interesting time, because, it's going to be very interesting to see how they cover this.
I just imagine that they're like other businesses, there'd be like a consortium or a council of hairdressers and salons and barbers.
There is the Professional Beauty Association. That's
Mhm.
national,
But
right?
there's no local chapters?
They're
Wow.
not, no, that's why I joined Salon Biz. You know, I I basically just deal with, you know, you have to seek the information that you need. You have to seek the support that you need. And I know that sometimes when it gets overwhelming, even sometimes when I do reach out to other salons here in New Haven,
Mhm.
sometimes you get a pushback. And, because I've been like, whatever information I get now, I share it with other stylists and stuff and say, like, look out for this. Look, try for this, do that, da 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 da. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's taken lightly. Because I've gotten people tell me, like, manual and that kind of thing. So we're not there yet, but the ones that are willing to have a conversation, we talk,
Okay.
you
So
know.
there are some people out there that are in the same thinking as you, like, okay, we're all in this together. How can we share information so that we are all safe and that we all
Correct.
can be prosperous at this time?
Correct. Because the next thing for us what we should have really done is come together as a group and do bulk buying in smocks, bulk buying in cape, bulk buying, you know what I'm saying? All of these things, because it's costly.
Mm-hmm.
So if we all could say, let's pool our money together and just buy maybe a pallet of hand sanitizer or whatever it is, and just divide it amongst the salons. But that always require work, trust, and I was just like, okay.
Because you have to have these things anyway,
Because you have
right?
to have
And
them anyway.
if you go as a group or as a block, you could get better prices.
Correct.
You could get priority shipping and all that kind of stuff, things like that.
Right.
That would make your life better, your business, your professional life better.
Right. And tap into other resources. Like when Georgia opened, we were on Georgia's website looking at all the things. And so all my friends who are hairdressers in Georgia, like, girl, what happened? Tell me, how was it? Like, stuff like that,
And what did you hear from them? What are they saying?
No, because they were thrown in. They
Yeah.
they were just like, we were 200 steps ahead. They were thrown in. They actually just start getting into the swing of things now.
Okay.
Because they really weren't prepared and they weren't ready, because they didn't know all the things that they needed to have done. So all the things that we needed to do in Salon Sanitation 101 was done. But the Sanitation 2.0, they had to, scramble to get it in, and then scramble to understand, and, because I think the same thing will happen with me. As much as I'm prepared mentally, until I go in there to do it, that's another thing too,
Yeah.
Theory is one, practical is another.
So by the third or fourth customer, you'd be like, okay, I got this.
Okay, I got to handle this. Right. So this is why, I didn't change my schedule. I'm keeping it the same way because I just want to see what the rhythm is. And then I can make necessary changes. Do I add more hours? Do I add another day? Because, I work Wednesday through Saturday. What are some of the changes that I'm going to need to do? Because now we're working at 50% capacity. We're making less money. Because I know how much money I need to make a day to be able to manage my monthly expenses. So all of those things we're going to have to look at. And I think that's what people are doing. So some salons in other states, because they have a bigger staff, has actually rented another shop.
Really?
Because
because you have to go this one, yeah.
So what they do is, we had staff of X, Y, and Z. They had to get another space because you still have to think that the salon, the stylists have families. So it has been a lot. It has been a lot of changes has been happening in the beauty industry. Some people have quit the industry altogether. And
really?
if you think about it, I mean, everything is, and then you have customers already telling you, I hope you ain't going up. Hello, You have to go up. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So those packaged services that used to be rendered, where you would just throw in the conditioner. No, you're gonna pay for the conditioner now because conditioner just went up. Color has gone up because here's the thing: you haven't gotten your hair color in 2 months. It's not that 4 ounces that we're gonna need. We're gonna need more. That means your first visit back to the salon, you're gonna have to expect to pay. And then some salons, mine included, have included a sanitation fee. Because we have all these, our bills never changed.
Right.
Our bills, our basic bill never changed, right? The rent, the light, the water, and some people heat, well, not necessarily, some people use oil, some people use gas. So you have gas, electric.
Because it's still chilly. I mean, it's still.
No, when we get in there, it ain't gonna be chilly no more. But we're gonna be blow drying, girl. But you know what I'm saying? So our bills never changed.
Mm-hmm.
Our insurance, and we do expect the insurance to go up because you know that our insurance, even though we all had I had insurance, they didn't have a COVID-19 policy.
Oh, so now they do?
No, but I mean, of course they're gonna add one, but of course it's gonna cost you more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because when we ask them about business interruption, that we would not covered.
Wow.
Yeah. So
is your because I know your mother rides shotgun with you sometimes in the salon, right? Sometimes your mother. Will she? I'm just looking at the chat. I'm sorry, Kay. I'm looking in the chat room. And there are people in the chat room. Hello, everybody. Good morning, everybody in the chat room. Tori Troutman, Wendy Tyson Wood. Let's see, who else is in the Ife? Your mom.
Ife. Yeah.
Chaz
Hey, mother.
Bracken.
Hey, Chaz.
Yes. So Yvonne Jackson's in the chat room. So yes, I'm on my cell phone, so I have to pull up.
Right.
So yeah, I know your mother rides shotgun with you sometime, meaning sometimes she is in there because she is a licensed cosmetologist as well.
Right.
And will she be a part of this new reimagined salon experience, or because I know she has moved into other professional endeavors. So, but I figured if this coronavirus thing, she'd jump in to like help or whatever.
No.
Okay.
Nope. No.
So the long and short answer is no.
No. She says I'm retired. She probably say, you want me to cook you something? But then we can't eat. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna be living on smoothies. Because at least
okay. So what is your friends over there at
Fussy?
At Fussy Coffee? They're gonna be disappointed not to see you come over there or bring you whatever you order.
The funniest thing is, like, while I was there painting and they knew I was there, I still got my turmeric spritzer. Like, the love between me and them over there, girl, that is real.
It is real.
That's my people. So
they
have taken care of me even while I'm there painting. Like, they look over, they see the light. Like, girl, you there? Yeah. Okay, I'm coming over. And I get the spritzer, or I get some hot tea. I've gotten, they've taken care of me. They're really good neighbors. I love them. They're really good neighbors.
Yeah. Yeah, I can tell.
That's not going to change. So my customers now, instead of drinking coffee in the salon, they're going to have to go over there and get their coffee and stay over there.
So so the thing is, if you have a 9 o'clock appointment, go over to Fussy Coffee at 8:15, have your coffee, and you can't sit in there either. So by the time you walk between spaces,
Fussy has out patio.
They do have outdoor space.
Yeah.
Okay.
So so even now when you go over there, people sit on the grass. They get their coffee, they sit on the grass, and
I'm just gonna come to the salon just so I can sit outside. I don't really.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really truly, like, I've created a really cute spot. Like, nice blue chair, the girl
I'll
love
just
color.
I'll just come out. I'll just come sit just because I'll miss it so much. Like, oh, let me in.
So
Okay, so you will know whether or not you need to add more hours as you move through this time. Have you already booked people for the first week? Have people called up and said, okay, I want to be the first one in. I want to be in.
No. So what I did first was my customers that had appointments, I gave them the opportunity to be the ones that were scheduled to get service before when all this happened. So they were the ones that got first dibs.
Okay.
It's only fair. And then I opened it up to the rest of the customers. But no one has to call me. They just go to the web page, which is they can book me through the website, my Facebook, Instagram, or they go directly to Vagaro. There's no reason for anyone to call me.
So tell people what to look for when they want to find you.
Hairskay Salon.
HAIRSKAY
Beauty Salon.
Beauty Salon. And it's right there in New Haven in the Munson Triangle, Munson and Henry.
Munson, the old Cardinals. I'm in a historic spot, thank you. I'm actually the bar. I'm in the bar of the old Cardinals.
Yes.
I am in the bar. That
is true.
Yes. Oh, and one thing we didn't mention, I think Mayor Elicker is saying that people who are going to go back in, he wants them to do a corona test. I saw that last night.
Go back in where?
Go back in for the reopening in the city of New Haven. If you're going to be reopening on the 20th, you have to do a corona test.
So have you had one already?
No, because I have no problem doing one because I had that conversation with a couple of my clients in the health field, and they go, but it really is not necessary. But it's if it makes you feel better, then go ahead. So yeah. So now that he has said it, like if you're in the city of New Haven and you're going to go back to work on the 20th, it's recommended. So I'm going to do it.
Okay. And now they've got all these places where you can do it and do it for free, right? So it's not a hardship to get this test done.
Correct. So yeah. So I mean, as long as we put all necessary things in place and we wash our hands and we follow the rules, we should be okay. Again, I'm thinking that the salons and barbershops, as long as they follow the rules, it's going to be the cleanest and safest place.
I think you might, and the quietest places.
And the quietest places. For real.
So if you can't get to the library, you might want to get to the salon because there'll be no conversation.
No conversation. Listen, I even changed one of my appointments, right? So for new customers, they don't even have to come to the salon. They can schedule their Zoom appointments.
For their consultation.
For their consultation. So they don't have to come. Because you know how sometimes I would do a consultation while I'm working? I can't even do that. 2 people can't be in the salon.
Wow.
So I think with the exception of, because that's another thing, because we have children. We don't service children unless their parents are there. And there's some elderly, but I think right now no one wants anyone over 65 really to be coming into the salon to get their hair done. And if you have underlying health issues and stuff, now is probably not the time for you to go get your hair done. Just chill for a moment until we get into the rhythm of things. But that's the only time you'll see multiple people in the salon, especially for kids or people that have caregivers.
Yeah, because you don't do a whole lot of kids. I mean, you don't do little kids, do you?
No. And I do my clients' kids.
Yeah.
I don't advertise for kids. I only do my clients' kids.
Yeah, because I've only seen a few kids, and these are kids that we know. Like we know their parents, right? Like we know
I don't advertise for kids. You work harder with kids. For real. And I don't have kids' prices. So you had to have been my customer that's like, okay, my daughter needs to get her hair done.
Okay. And you do a lot of the Yale student clientele, the Black kids, the Black and Caribbean kids, Black kids. And so I don't know when they're coming back. Have you heard from any of your clients, your Yale students?
Well, I have all mine are seniors now.
Mm-hmm. So they would have graduated, or they're graduating?
They would have been graduating.
Okay.
So I know Lexi, Lexi gonna graduate, but Lexi's now in New York. That's my baby. But she's coming back for grad. So she should be back whenever they open up for grad school. Christina, she's at the medical school and she's actually leaving for California. I'll get to do her one more time before she leaves. And I don't know. I think Sam, she was at the law school. I think she went back home, so I probably won't see her. So yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting time.
So, are you planning any kind? Are you gonna put balloons out, or is this gonna be like?
Girl, I'm gonna do my balloons.
I was just gonna ask because I know.
Because
listen, you are celebratory, so I was like, is she gonna do a little soft opening and people won't even really know, or?
No, I'm going in on the 20th, but I'm gonna have some little balloons out there, because then I can do me a balloon arch. I saw my girl on the wall while you were there, behind you, the woman that I made.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you see her?
I see her. I see she got place, honey. Yes.
She's not gonna stay there. I just needed to get her. I didn't want her on the floor, and I didn't want her laying down.
But I'm glad she's mounted.
Yes. No, she's been mounted. I love it. I love the color and everything. So
yes. The many sides of Kay in my art.
I want people to sort of see it.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Yes, she is. I mean, you don't really know how beautiful it is until you are like on it. And those are the colors I'm gonna decorate with. Like these colors I just love. So anyway,
I know you like the salmon. So yeah, so I may do the balloons and stuff.
Okay.
Just for nothing extra.
Mm-hmm.
But just for my customers to say welcome. It has been a journey for us all. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. We just got to stay positive and make sure we take our vitamins and eat healthy and just try to just be okay. Just try to be okay.
Well, thank you for this morning, Kay, because I really wanted to talk to you because I know the 20th is next week and
next Wednesday.
And I just wanted to have you on just to, just so people can hear from someone who actually runs a salon and what that looks like and what that's going to feel like. And some of the challenges that you faced, and so that people know. I mean, people know you're all right. People follow you and pay attention to you, and you stay connected to your community and to your clients. So, but I just wanted to have this conversation.
I hear that. I really appreciate that. But there's a lot of salons out there that are doing awesome things with their clientele. And then we also have some that are not, and they're going to have to shape up, because the customers are going to be the ones that are going to be the eyes and ears of the health department now. Because if you don't feel safe, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, they're going to be the ones that's going to tell you and keep you in check. Mm-hmm. So we, as the professionals, have to remember the very first day in cosmetology school that sanitation matters. Sanitation 101. That's it.
All right. I like that. So you'll have to come back so we can talk about the Jamaican American connection.
Oh Lord, yes.
And what's that's going to look like moving forward, and the Caribbean Festival, and
we ain't doing no Caribbean festivals here.
I know. I just.
I don't know how. Listen,
we'll save it for another day.
I know, but just the whole thing of even just going out to restaurants to eat. How is that? Like, we're social people. Like all of those things. It's changing.
I know. Everything has changed. So, thank you, Kay, for your time this morning. I can't wait to come by and see the redo, the makeover.
I'll be there later, girl, because you can't come when I have customers.
I know.
I will be there. I'll be there later. I'll be there Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
To the glass.
That's right. Because I ain't letting y'all in. Thanks, Harry.
Have a good weekend, Miss Kay.
All right, you, girl. Love you too. Bye.
Thank you, Harry. I'll see you.
Hi, this is Babz Rawls-Ivy from New Haven, Connecticut, and you're listening to WNHHLP 103.5 FM, streaming live at newhavenindependent.org.